Vajiraman Ravi has been still there even during my mains preparation, during both my attempts 2023-24. I started my preparation in 2018 here as a foundation batch student, and finally I'm again back here 6 years later. The life has come full circle finally. I post-graduated actually in year 2018. After that I came to Vajiraman Ravi, as the name has always been there, where I was completely clueless कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं. And that year I think, but I think ये join किया test series मैंने, and we had those regular feedback sessions.
GS
we had GS. I was enrolled for the GS thing. I had that regular feedback session after every copy that was checked. We had those mentoring sessions going on. So उससे पता चलता था what is wrong, where I should add on, what is the changes I need to make, etc. So it went like that, and I really scored good in GS. Last year also it was 435 marks in GS 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everyone, this is Monica. I have secured AR 39 in the recently passed Civil Service Examination. So to give a hint on my background, I am a qualified chartered accountant. I got qualified in 2019, and then I have started my preparation from 2022 after quitting my job. So from 2022 to 2024, I would like to share my UPSC journey with all of you. So my optional is commerce and accountancy. So first to start with, I will tell about the Prelims strategy that I have got with. So initially I was preparing randomly and hunting for notes everywhere, and taking notes and reading all the books that was on my way. But I feel that was one of the biggest blunder I made. So initially what we need to do is to fix the sources, to fix the materials that we are going to study with. So for example, history, if you are going to fix yourself only with the NCERTs and any other notes that you have, you need to stop with that instead of going on for all the books and all the resources that is available in the market. Same way, we need to fix notes for all the subjects which are there in the syllabus. Second thing is, reading the syllabus is most important of all. So we need to read the syllabus completely. Then with respect to prelims, I was solving a lot of test papers. I was solving all the mock tests, and what I did differently from others is, first is generally what people do is to solve a question, and then they will be reading about that, and they'll be going further to the next question and other things. What I did differently was, when I solved a question, when the answer for the question is option B, I used to go back and read about option A, C and D. For example, if there is a question about Battle of Chinsura, and options had Battle of Bidar, Battle of Plasse and any other battle in the options, I would go back and read about these battles and take notes and keep it in the mock test paper itself. So this way you will be solving a particular mock test which has 100 questions, but at the end of the analysis of the mock test paper, you will be solidly reading at least 250 to 300 topics. So if you are solving close to 50 mock test papers, it comes across into a variety of topics in the end. So after solving each mock test, I would revise all the mock tests once again after the analysis. So this, I also took notes from the previous year question paper. Along with this, these things I revised in the last 2 months of the preparation. So this is with respect to the prelims strategy. With respect to mains, I would like to say that answer writing is one of the key or one of the main element of mains preparation. So answer writing, in the sense, you need to write answers every day, 1 hour for optional and 1 hour for GS. And when you are writing an answer, we need to refer it to the model solutions and pick notes and write it alongside your mains preparation, I mean your answer writing. So after a period of time, you will be having quality notes for all the answers that you have already written. We need to revise this when we are going in the near to the examination. So this is the second thing. Then I would like to tell about my optional strategy. So with respect to my optional, I would say that commerce and accountancy, everybody consider it to be very vast, but since I had that in my graduation, it was pretty easy for me to consolidate on the notes. So initially we need to buy the materials that is available syllabus wise for the commerce and accountancy optional, and then keep it read it once before the prelims examination. So for me, journey, I read from the period June to December all the notes which are there for commerce and accountancy and made short notes out of it. And then I have written the test series. I have enrolled the test series in Rankers IAS Academy, where they provide the subject-wise test for the commerce and accountancy optional. So once you finish this subject-wise test before February of your particular year of preparation, then it will be helpful for you because you will already have a solid hand on the optional. And then during your mains preparation, you need to prepare daily for the daily for the optional, wherein you have to write daily answer writing. For that, I have enrolled in enriched test series, which cover the syllabus completely. So daily you will be writing the answers for it. So this is the primary strategy for the examination as a whole, and I would like to break my day strategy. So generally I used to keep daily targets for my preparation. So I used to keep this and all I have to finish the next day. I used to write it in the previous day paper. Previously I used to write a task for the next day, and then in the next day I will be doing it for that. So during prelims preparation, the period of study hours is little lesser. 6 to 8 hours I used to study, and during my mains preparation it was close to 8 to 10 hours. So we need to break our day every day to study like in slots. So make 4 slots during prelims preparation, and then make 5 slots during the mains preparation. Then I would also like to highlight about the newspaper importance of reading newspaper in our preparation. So first is every day we need to read newspaper without fail. Taking notes from newspaper is not required for it was not required for me because I was reading the monthly magazines from my institutes. So if you can read newspapers every day and revise the entire news from the monthly magazine, or you can also refer to daily current affairs, these two things will help you on overall hand. And then I would like to talk about the overall journey of UPSC. So this is not any other examination, because any other examination will be like a sprint race wherein we run immediately. We will spend 3 months of study and then we'll be clearing the exam or not clearing the exam. But UPSC is like a marathon where we start our journey very, very early, and our journey goes on and on. So it is very difficult to stay motivated in this journey. So for me, I feel the peer groups or the group study or the friends that I had was the main set of motivation, because we all used to discuss on answers, brainstorm the questions and these things, and we used to talk about how can we bring in solutions for a certain set of problems. All this let me reiterate on the purpose why I started this journey. So this keeping yourself motivated is most important part of the journey, because it is a marathon and we need to put in our consistent efforts every day. So this is one thing. And second thing is the results of the journey will not be seen immediately, because we start preparation very, very early. So it's very difficult to see where we stand at any point in time. For any other professional course or degree or any other thing, the case is very different, because you will at least know where you stand at a particular point of time. But in UPSC preparation, you will not be knowing, and even after going for an interview, you will again come back to the cycle wherein you have to start from the prelims examination. So staying motivated is the most important thing throughout the journey, and have a good set of friends who can pitch in for both intellectual and emotional side of your preparation. So this is the second thing I would like to highlight on. And I would say that revision is the key strategy, because instead of reading multiple things or reading so many content and other things, it's better to read the same thing again and again. So reading your own notes, the notes that you made in your hands, reading that again and again will be helpful than reading so many books, so many content and so many other things. So revise on the same particular thing again and again. So consistency and patience is key element of UPSC preparation. So it will mold your personality. At the same time, it will give you the calmness to handle any kind of situation. So for prelims, it's better to solve more number of questions. So we have question papers available in the market. We can pick those question papers and solve the questions, and keep analyzing the same questions, and after analyzing each question, make notes of the question and revise the test paper that you have made, that you have written. So likewise, if you are able to revise 40 to 45 test papers, you will probably end up revising 4,500 topics, because each has 100. With respect to CSAT preparation, in a day, overall in a day, definitely allocate 2 hours for CSAT preparation. Ideally, that should be the 2 to 4 slot of your study, because we are going to solve CSAT during that time in the main exam, in the real examination. So it's better to have 2 to 4 as the strategy, and every day start solving from 2 to 4, and start with PYQ, and go forward solving other mock test papers which are available in the market. So this is with respect to CSAT preparation. And with respect to the GS answer writing, I will segregate that into 2 parts. One, GS 1, 2, 3 answer writings, and second is GS 4. So GS 1, 2, 3, I didn't have full elaborate notes for GS 1, 2, 3 answer writing. I was having notes here and there for history, geography, and then for society. And with respect to GS 2, I had only for polity. And with respect to GS3, I had for economy and environment. So it is not a problem if you don't have elaborate notes for your mains for GS answer writing. It is good that you should have hang of all the topics which are there in the syllabus. So you take, whenever you are reading a particular topic, like if you're going to read about non-corporation movement, you should always remember 4 points from that. So your notes preparation should be in that way. It should not be like an elaborate notes making of running for pages. Instead, if there is going to be a question from this particular topic, I'm not going to miss to write this 4 points from that particular thing. So like that, you make short notes for all the topics which are there in the syllabus. So that is more than enough. And with respect to current affairs part of it, as I already said, monthly magazines are better because they have already done the analysis and they have made the notes shorter. So if you are reading monthly magazines of close to the previous 9 months, you will be covering almost all the syllabus, all the topics from the syllabus. So it's better to write, better to make notes on the side of the monthly magazines, so that it will be easy for you to revise the particular topic during your mains preparation. So apart from this, for GS 1 to 3, substantiation is very, very important. So substantiation in the sense, the data points, the references, the facts, and the examples that you're going to quote. For each points that you are saying or that you are writing in your answers, there should be a relevant facts and data to substantiate. That is more important, because without substantiation, it becomes like you are saying it out of hair. So substantiation is very, very important. So for this, what I did was, while reading this monthly magazines and while reading the newspapers, I used to take the data points or the facts or the examples, whichever is coming, and I used to write them on the monthly magazine itself or in a A4 paper, topic wise. For example, if there is going to be a fact about senior citizen which says that the population of senior citizen will become 25% by 2050 is the estimate given by some particular organization. For example, India Aging Report said this data. So I will be writing in the paper like senior citizen, the first point is estimation may go to 25% by 2050. I'll be writing it, and I'll be writing the source from where I have taken it. So similarly, you need to collect the data points and facts, figures and examples during your overall course of preparation. So this data points and facts for each GS, you can separately maintain a document or a notes for it, and this can be revised just before your examination. So substantiation gives your answer better, content. So this should be the preparation for your GS 1, 2, 3. Apart from this, writing source of from where you are bringing the notes, bringing the data points is more important. If you are writing just the numbers out of nowhere, it will not show the relevance or it will not show the authenticity of the data. So instead, whenever you are writing a particular data point in your answer writing, it would be better if you are mentioning the source. For example, write source India Aging report, or write source IMF's report, or write from where you have taken it, economic survey. So always there should be authenticity for the source that you are writing. That is more important. So having said that, we'll go for the GS4 strategy. So with respect to GS4, preparation is very important on all the topics in the syllabus, and you need to know the keywords very precisely. So you need to have overall idea of what is that particular word means, and how that word can be described, defined, and what is the impacts or relevance with other ethical values and all those things. With respect to ethics paper, you need to have the terms which are generally referred in the ethics paper. Instead of writing in a normal term, if you use an ethical term, for example, instead of writing honesty, if you write integrity, that shows an elevation in your answer. Same way, whenever you are writing a conflict, you can write the terms like crisis of conscience versus voice of conscience. This and all will enrich your look of the answer. So this way you can prepare for ethics. And second thing, with respect to case study of ethics, I feel there should not be an too much idealistic solution for a case study. So it should not be like something which cannot be done by humanly possible solution should not be given in ethics. If you go for a more practical solution, practical solution for a case study, it will show that you are being relevant, you are being practical, at the same time you have studied and well learned. And same way, for all the ethics question paper, it's better to have quotations from personalities. So let it be a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, or from any other leaders like Swami Vivekananda or anything. Collect those quotes, read them again and again, and wherever possible in the questions, write those quotes. It shows you like a learned person to the examiner. It shows that you are able to connect to a personality immediately after reading a particular question. So this way your ethics answer will look very enriched. So this is with respect to GS. And then coming to the essay, for essay I feel you need not have a structured strategy of preparation, because basically essay is a creative writing paper. So for a creative writing paper, you need not think in a particular way. So we will be knowing about some pestle approach, or some economics, environment approach, or something like that which are available. But I feel for essay writing, it's better if you just randomly think on the topic. So if you read a particular essay topic, you let your brain free flow and think on the topic, and write all the key points whichever comes to your mind in a particular paper. And then you start arranging them in an order, and attach metaphors or examples and other things, and write it free flow instead of having a prescribed topic. Always when you are writing an essay, ensure that you are covering the multiple perspective of that essay. So you are saying for the topic, and also for against topic, and also tell your stand of the topic and go about it. Do not follow a particular format of writing essay. It will be very difficult if you are following a particular format, because it looks very prepared and cosmetic. So keep the essay very real, keep it very relevant. And for essays, it will be nice if you can quote different personalities apart from the personalities that we have already read. So most of the essays will be having Buddha or Mahatma Gandhi or anything. Whenever you are quoting a known example or a known story or a known anecdote, always keep them short. Do not elaborate on a known anecdote. So it makes the examiner feel very boring to correct your paper. So instead of writing a known anecdote in an elaborate way, keep it short. And if you know some unknown anecdote which is very rarely spoken or which is very rarely known. So this is with respect to the essay strategy. So overall we have seen about GS, essay, ethics, and the commerce and accountancy optional. So next thing I would like to say is about the things that you need to do. So mandatorily we need to read newspaper every day without fail. Reading newspaper is like an habit for an UPSC aspirant. So reading newspaper gives you a lot of benefit. One is your vocabulary is enriched. Second is your English is getting better. Third is you get this handy during your personality test, during your personality interview. You will not be in the middle of the road thinking about what to do for knowing about the current affairs and other things, newspaper reading will come in handy for all the overall preparation. So first is this. Second is to stay healthy both physical and mentally. So it is more important to stay healthy during your preparation, because most of the time this is very draining, draining preparation, wherein you lose social communication, and we used to stay isolated in a place and read only contact with books and other things. So it's always better to take small breaks and go for a walk, or go for a run, or do something which you love, or something which gives you satisfaction. Do those things, do not leave them. So always do those things. That will keep you stay motivated and relevant, and also come back and do preparation at a better state. So that is more important. And do not get demotivated or dejected at any point in time, because when you're doing a consistent preparation, the success may be delayed, it will not be denied. So maybe for today you will be feeling like you didn't clear or you didn't do anything, but if you constantly put consistent effort, that will not go waste. So keep preparing, and keep putting a schedule, targets, and work on that particular schedule and target. And then always reach out to people for help. Let it be academic help, or mental help, or any emotional support, or any financial thing. Reach out for people for help. There are a lot of people ready to help for your preparation, for your journey. So always reach out to people for help. That is most important. So all the best, friends.